is so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New England Patriots. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Wait, set, play, 20.
Mike, 44. Hey,
72.
Here I come.
Ozzie.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Wait, set, 53.
Check, 53 is mine. Exit. Check 37, check 37.
Shadow.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's first and 10 at the 14. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He is going to find Hill here. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 43-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this 1st drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Grant Haley in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42. Come on. Yellow. Scene 6.
Yellow.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 12 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point safely through, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
44 is the Mike. 44 is Mike. Check, check.
Hey, Mike 7.
Fofo's the Mike. Mike Fofo.
That's easy.
Brady now on first down. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check 26.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
2nd and 10 at the Chiefs' 45-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again. 2nd and 10.
Bravo.
Mike, 44. I got it. 44 is the Mike. 44 is Mike. Check, check. You don't want none of those.
Ozzy. Regular.
From the gun, it's Brady. Finding Green complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Tevin Coleman. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared.
That's caught inside the 20. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey.
43.
Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football before he knew it. He was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
Wait, set. Wait, 20.
Come. Kill.
On 1st down, Coleman. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Great job, D.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Wait, set. Alabama, 380. Check it.
Single.
Hey, Haywood.
Watch one. Check pass.
Let's go.
Check hot route. Hot. He's coming. Double up.
Wait,
He's coming. Double up.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
72.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
First and 10. That's the 38-yard line.
Check safety.
Check it.
Slam.
Sugar.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Brady gives to Michelle. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Wait, set. 53.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
Goal 50. Hey, wahoo. Check it, reload.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And he will find his man on the outside. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Wait, set. 53.
44, come on. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
53, Linda.
They'll run on 1st down. Michelle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Wait, set. 380.
44. What's the run? They're running it.
Alpha.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check. Hatchet.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Tevin Coleman. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him.
Come on, let's go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. Nico Hardman, the intended target.
You got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Let's go. Wide, get wide. Showing it.
Hey, 66. Hey, exit.
44's Mike. Check. Let's go.
Hey, Alabama.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Dorsett's got it. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
I got you.
This is Coleman, and he's going to be taken down right at the line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tavecchio puts this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Sugar!
3 down. Hey, alert 3.
Hey, seam 6.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
First down and 10 yards to go.
Wait, that 380.
Check. Man, that's trash.
53 Linda. Hey, Alpha.
Mike's Fofo. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Alert.
44's the Mike.
Brady now on first down. Dorsett's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point pretty close to that right upright, but he does get it to go. And a rout is on here in this first half. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Chiefs take over first and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Switch!
15. Hey, yo, go.
Mahomes now to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and through, and that will get them one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
42's the mic, boys. 42. 42's the mic. Target. Shift.
Hey, Ripley.
Mike's 4-2. Not today, you
On Sunday.
42.
Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, fellas.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
You got him.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Hey, 15.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes, it's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
42's the mark. 42's the mark.
Hey, watch the line.
Check. 42's the mark.
Yellow. Yellow.
What's that?
Mahomes to throw once more. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
4 down. Alert.
15.
Now it's Mahomes again. Gets this one to Hill. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 25-yard line. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
42's the mic. Exit. Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Wait, 380. 72. Go.
Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo. Pick it up. 44's the mic.
Go Bandit.
On first down, Brady. He's got Lewis. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
Check 61. Matchbox light.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check.
Ozzy.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Touchdown.
Marvin Hall, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw, it's Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Working from the gun, Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
44, Mike, 44.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 20. And their 1st down, Chiefs.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Mahomes going to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Coleman now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Let's go, team. Big series,
Topper!
Watch twins.
Check 13! Check 13! Let's go on. No, 66. All right, here we go. Shadow!
Shotgun now for Brady. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Joker, 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 Joker. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
Protein spill.
Shift, watch the shift.
They'll run it with Coleman. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Check it, reload. Hey, shoot.
2nd and 10.
Stay with your man.
44, 44, Mike, 44.
Easy.
Throwing on 2nd down. Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected?
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pats at the line, ready to go. That turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
44 is the Mike.
Hey, Echo.
Watch the slack.
Alert. When he hits.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Alabama. Regular.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 59 yards.
61. Matchbox.
On first down, Williams. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down.
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Brady going to throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check.
72.
Now Brady. That's going to be caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So quickly, all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Box track. Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2.
All day, baby. All day.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Yellow.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Yellow.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. Switch, switch, switch.
Yellow.
Zoom, fellas, let's go. Line's 42. Line's 42. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Mahomes now on first down. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Patriots, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is in. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.